Let us begin by becoming still. We quiet the noise around us and the noise within us. We let ourselves arrive fully into this present moment. We breathe in slowly and we breathe out with intention. We notice the weight of our bodies, the ground beneath us, the air that fills our lungs. We are here. In this quiet space, we turn our attention toward what is greater than ourselves, toward the source of all life, toward the sacred presence that moves through all things. We come with open hands and quiet hearts. We come as we are, without pretense, without performance. We come seeking nothing but to be present, to be still, to be awake to this gift of another day. We give thanks for the breath that moves through us, for the rhythm of our heartbeat, for the life that continues even when we are unaware of it. We are grateful for the morning, for the light that returns, for the possibility that each new day holds. We thank you for the rest we have been given, for the restoration that comes in sleep, for the chance to begin again. We are grateful for our bodies, imperfect as they are, carrying us forward, allowing us to move and to feel and to be. We give thanks for the people in our lives, for those who know us well and those we have yet to truly see. We are grateful for the simple things we so often overlook: water to drink, food to sustain us, shelter from the cold, the kindness of strangers. We thank you for the ordinary moments that make up our days, the small exchanges, the quiet tasks, the rhythms that shape our lives. As we enter this day, we pause to consider the way we meet the world around us. We think about the words we choose, the tone we carry, the energy we bring into every room and every conversation. We recognize that our presence matters, that we have an effect on those we encounter, whether we intend it or not. We ask for the grace to be mindful of this influence, to be aware of how we show up in the lives of others. Help us to speak with care, to listen with patience, to respond with gentleness even when we feel pressed or provoked. Guide us toward kindness, not as a grand gesture, but as a steady practice woven into the fabric of our day. We know that we will meet frustration today, that things will not always go as planned. We know that we will be tested in small ways and perhaps in larger ones. We ask for the strength to pause before we react, to take a breath before we speak, to choose our response rather than being carried away by impulse. Give us the humility to admit when we are wrong, the courage to apologize when we have caused harm, the wisdom to know when to speak and when to remain silent. We think of those we will encounter today, those whose names we know and those we will pass by without a word. We ask that we might see them clearly, not as obstacles or interruptions, but as people carrying their own burdens, their own hopes, their own struggles. Help us to offer patience to the person who moves too slowly, compassion to the one who seems difficult, understanding to the one who is suffering in ways we cannot see. Soften our hearts toward those who challenge us, toward those whose perspectives differ from our own, toward those we find it hard to love. Remind us that we too are difficult at times, that we too need grace and second chances. We ask for the ability to hold space for others, to listen without rushing to fix or solve, to be present without needing to fill every silence with words. Teach us the quiet strength that comes from simply being with someone, from offering our attention as a gift. We recognize our own limitations today. We acknowledge that we cannot do everything, that we cannot be everything to everyone, that we will fall short in ways both small and significant. We ask for the wisdom to know what is ours to do and what we must release. Help us to discern between what truly matters and what only seems urgent. Give us the courage to say no when we need to protect our own energy and well-being, so that we might show up more fully where we are truly needed. We ask for patience with ourselves for the same gentleness we hope to extend to others. Remind us that we are not defined by our productivity, that our worth is not measured by what we accomplish, that rest is not laziness, but a necessary part of being human. We think of those who are struggling this morning, those who woke with heavy hearts, those who face challenges we cannot imagine. We hold them in our awareness, even if we do not know their names. We ask that they might find what they need today, a moment of relief, a kind word, an unexpected help, a reason to hope. We think of those who are grieving, who are carrying loss that feels unbearable. May they find comfort in small mercies, in the presence of those who love them, in the knowledge that their pain is seen and honored. We think of those who are ill, who are in pain, who are facing uncertainty about their bodies and their futures. May they find strength for today. May they be surrounded by care and compassion. May they know they are not alone. We think of those who are lonely, who long for connection, who feel invisible in a crowded world. May they encounter kindness today. May they find a moment of genuine human contact. May they be reminded that they matter. We think of those who are overwhelmed, who cannot see a way forward, who are drowning in responsibilities and fears. May they find clarity. May they discover help from unexpected sources. May they be granted the relief they desperately need. We ask that we might be instruments of help today, in whatever small ways we are able. Open our eyes to the needs around us, the ones that are spoken and the ones that remain hidden. Give us the willingness to act when we can, the courage to reach out even when it feels awkward, the generosity to give without expecting anything in return. Help us to notice the person who needs a smile, the colleague who needs encouragement, the stranger who needs directions, the friend who needs to be asked how they are really doing. We ask for wisdom as we navigate the decisions before us, both large and small. Guide our thinking, calm our anxious minds, help us to trust our own inner knowing. When we face uncertainty, grant us the peace to move forward even without all the answers. When we must choose between competing goods, help us to see clearly what aligns with our deepest values. When we are tempted by what is easy rather than what is right, strengthen our resolve to choose integrity. We ask for the ability to be present today, truly present, not lost in regret about yesterday or anxiety about tomorrow. Help us to inhabit this day fully, to notice its gifts, to meet its challenges without being consumed by them. Remind us that this moment is the only one we truly have, that now is where life actually happens. Teach us to savor the good when it comes, to receive it with gratitude, to let it nourish us. Teach us also to endure the difficult without bitterness, to move through pain without losing hope, to trust that hard seasons do not last forever. As we prepare to move into the hours ahead, we ask for your presence to go with us, not as a distant observer, but as a steady companion, a quiet strength, a source of peace we can return to again and again. When we feel scattered, gather us back to center. When we feel alone, remind us we are held. When we feel afraid, grant us courage. When we feel weary, sustain us. We release our need to control outcomes, our tendency to worry about things beyond our influence. We offer up our plans, holding them loosely, knowing that life rarely unfolds exactly as we expect. We ask for the flexibility to adapt, the grace to pivot when necessary, the humility to accept what we cannot change. We trust that we will be given what we need for this day, that we will find our way through whatever comes, that we are stronger and more resilient than we often believe ourselves to be. We move forward now with intention and with hope. We carry with us the knowledge that we are not alone, that we are part of something larger than ourselves, that our lives are woven together with countless others in ways we cannot fully see. May we walk gently through this day. May we speak truthfully and kindly. May we act with integrity and compassion. May we forgive quickly and love generously. May we notice beauty in unexpected places. May we offer help where we can and receive it gracefully when we need it. May we end this day with peace in our hearts, knowing we have done our best, trusting that our best is enough. And so we begin. Amen.